I'm Adam from Mack Drapery Service, and in this video, I'm going to be unboxing the DJI MIC 2. So real short, I wanted to add some production value to my videos. I'm going to be posting on social media and YouTube videos, etc. And so one easy way that I figured out to put some production value is to get some quality microphones. I used the Rode brand mics for a video before, which were great. But there was an instance where I recorded an entire video, and what happened was when I tried to import the audio files, it was telling me that I needed to update the mics and essentially rendered all the audio files void. So it was a complete waste of recording, and I didn't love that. It became somewhat stressful to have to check before recording every single video that the microphones were updated, and I didn't want to deal with that anymore, so I started looking around for some alternatives. I went to my local Best Buy to check out what kind of mics they had, and the guy that worked there actually turned me onto the DJI MIC 2. He actually had a pair of them himself, went into the back, pulled them out, and actually let me play with them a little bit. I told him about my issue that I had with needing to update the Rode mics, and he told me that these DJI MIC 2s don't need to be updated, and that was pretty much a major selling point for me. Then, after he gave me a demonstration on how to use it with the phone and how user-friendly it was, I pretty much made the decision on the spot to get them. So just before we open up the box, some of the key features that the box talks about is 18-hour battery life, which is really nice, 820 feet or 250 meter range, which is impressive, 14-hour internal recording and 32-bit float internal recording, intelligent noise canceling, crystal clear vocals, and high quality audio recording, which that's what we're looking for. Another key feature for me was I'm shooting this video on an iPhone 14, which still uses a lightning output. So this actually has an adapter for that, as well as a USB-C. So when I eventually upgrade my phone, these microphones are still gonna be good for me. So without further ado, let's get to the unboxing. All right, here we go. This is a really nice carrying case. Wow. So first, we've got the case here. Wow, there it is. And look at that, it's already starting up, ready to go. So something I already knew, what's a really nice feature is that it's got a C port back here for charging. So it's kind of like AirPods, where you just put these things into the dock here and it charges them. It's a nice hard metal case, really impressive. There's the mic here, it's got a little bit of weight to it. It's got a port here for, I believe, a lavalier mic or a lapel mic. Magnetic charging there, really nice. So this is the feature that I wanted to show, where it's got this C adapter and lightning adapter, and I'll just do the lightning because that's what my phone needs. You slip off this little bottom cover here, and then this is what's nice, is this just clicks right into the bottom of your phone, which I'll show you in a little bit. But one thing I didn't like about the Rode mics was that instead of it being solid and connected and it just sits right under the phone like this, there was a cable that you had to connect to the phone. And so essentially the receiver was just gonna be dangling there. You have to figure out how to secure it somewhere. So pretty much with just this case, you have all the essentials ready to go. The two microphones here, the receiver sits in the middle, has the interface there. It's kind of setting up, asking me, like a new setup, asking me to put the date in and stuff, which I'll do later. But another nice feature is it has this little battery life lights on here. So it's like about halfway full of battery life. Obviously you charge it, those are gonna light up to show you that it's full. Coming back to the case here, which again is really nice and padded. It does have these little slots here for some additional supplies here. We have the little microphone. I don't know what people call these, but they're basically help to block the wind, so you don't get that like noise from the wind. I forget what these are called. I'm sure you guys will let me know. I'll just call it a wind blocker for now. So you get 2 of those in here, and that's nice. They just kind of tuck away in these little slots. And then here is the charging cable that plugs into the case. So this just goes into here, and then you plug that in to charge. I actually knew and trusted the DJI brand because I actually used their drones for some recreational footage that I was doing, and love their system, love the app to control the drone, and so I definitely was sold pretty quickly. So I just plugged the receiver back into the charging dock here, and it's really cool. It shows you the battery life of the microphones as well as the receiver. Haven't quite messed around with it. This was just more of an unboxing video to show you guys kind of what's in the case and just a couple of the key features. So with that, I'm gonna give a small presentation on what happens with the audio quality between just the phone microphone and what happens when we hook up this DJI Mic 2. And for your listening pleasure, to compare the audio, I will be reading for you the label of one of my favorite drinks, the Guayaki Yerba Mate. Reach deep into yerba mate culture and you'll discover people have long gathered to imbibe mate. We've always believed there was a magical tree in the rainforest with powers to unite and energize. Come to life with this high energy infusion brewed from the mighty emerald green mate leaves. Very simple and easy and user-friendly. Literally just plugged it into my phone and it started working. So that's it for this video. Thanks for joining me for the unboxing. I really recommend these microphones. They're really good quality. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to check out my company Mack Drapery Service for all your window covering needs.